on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down, McClain, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First down, Hal to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Hal throwing on first down here. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive.
And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. In this case, they were able to retain possession.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he's taken down at the 43, but now before picking up the first.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now about 25 yards on 3rd down. They'll take it. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Back to the running game with Jacobs.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The Vikings in 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson.
And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
On 1st down, McLean.
And he'll get this to the 32. Look at this defense for the Vikings.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 74 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now Howell.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
best way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And he's got Smith-Njigba. Touchdown, Vikings! Jackson Smith-Njigba, 29 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd down and 4. Powell.
He finds Hillman. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run on 1st down. McLean.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 from the 44. And Howe will throw it.
This is Hillman with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll try the left side. McLean. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Back to throw, Howell.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Off play action, it's Howell.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now they go play action with Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Howell throwing for it.
Rolling to his left. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Purdy now to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, McClain. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Throwing here, Howell.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Howell on the QB sneak.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Howell out of the shotgun.
Eluding the pressure right. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the
1. Here's Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 44-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. And when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And they're going to speed things up here.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. On first down, it's Purdy.
Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They'll run on first down. McLean, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Purdy looking to throw. Smith and Jigba with the ground.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
101 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, so this is a first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Josh Jacobs
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Howell.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Commanders.
1st down, Howell to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Another throw for Howell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it.
Flush to his right.
That one behind his receiver, and incomplete.
I kind of got to give him credit. Another incomplete solution there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless and take care of the ball on the way out.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6. Howell from the gun.
He finds Hillman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one drops in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. McLean. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And
it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Jacobs, 54 yards.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Howell now to throw it. And this one too low.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
Howell.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Howell with one final shot. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.